Hey everybody, and welcome to Valley of the Old Farm. This is replacing the Italia map, simply because for some reason the Italia map had some fields that were not growing evenly. So the decision was made to switch over here to the Valley of the Old Farm. And for some of tonight, we're going to be doing some contract work down here at the BGA. We're going to plow up fields 2, and we might pick another field to plow up. Hey, Raznik, what's up? And we're at 7 degrees Celsius, so we'll probably jump back to our farm and plant some sunflowers. So we plow up a couple of these fields. Hey Henry, what's up? So I know I'm probably using this plow completely wrong, but quite frankly I do not like these plows whatsoever. I would rather just have a straight plow than one of these angled things. But I'm using the BGA equipment right now. Decided it was going to be faster to use the BGA stuff than to bring my stuff over here. Use what you got, and that's what you got. So, hey James, hey Kiwi, hey Tim, Tim Toff, and Rob, what's up? Yeah, they're pretty good. They're nice and straight, and they 3-point hitch, so they track real well. Of course, on the server, you're pretty much limited to what what they've got. And I decided that this field's got a pretty good hill on it. And we're using MR, so I decided it's probably best to go across the hill. But I did go up and down on the ends here to give me some space with this big tractor to turn. Hey, Alien Jim, what's up? I saw your map hit the consoles today. So Sussex Farm is now on console. Congratulations. And we're doing 2 times speed on this server, so it's kind of an interesting deal here. Thankfully, when I jumped in, we had daylight. I was watching Mr. Sealy P's video earlier on that. Didn't realize the boat actually, or the ship actually set sail. That was pretty cool. And I didn't realize that the vegetable seller, I didn't realize that they came and went for real. That was pretty neat. Hey Talgar, what's up? I'm doing pretty good. Just here on the Valley of the Old Farm doing some BGA contract work right now. The BGA owns several fields over here, and they've got a contract out to plow and cultivate them. I thought I'd come over here and maybe plow up a couple fields, then run back to my farm and plant some sunflowers tonight. The BGA is, yeah, technically it's another player. It's a, yeah, technically it's another player. Not a real player, just a, the way it's set up is there are six players, and then the bank, which, oh, lag. The bank, which operates the BGA, is a contractor, and the bank is will pay me my money. The way it works is we've got a Google spreadsheet where the contract jobs are placed, and it's got a pay scale. And I can go in and mark that I've done certain amounts of work, and then the bank will log into the game and pay me. I haven't had a chance, Alien Jim, to look at those. Tell you the truth, I'll have to download the map again, which is all good because the download will help out the charity, right? So I have not. Between starting up our own multiplayer and trying to get that up and running and get those fields prepped, and well, then all of a sudden we switched maps here, so the other night I was on here plowing up a bunch of my fields and trying to get the raffling stuff recorded. It's been pretty busy. But, I need to download it again and take a look. Oh, let's back up. Oh, and then of course the Emerald Coast stuff. Two things I just absolutely love: this plow and the articulated tractor. Oh. So 2 is done. I don't really feel like plowing field 1. Field 4 is done. Field 5. 6. Field 10. Let's see here. What is on hold? I have to turn it this way in order to then fold it? Apparently. Alright, let's see here. What's field 5 look like? 10, right? Yeah, I could plow field 10, I guess. Doesn't look too very bad. What's the field beside it? That's 1. I don't feel like doing 1. 1's a little too big. So we're gonna do this one too. Hey Raznik. Hey Darren, what's up? Hey Riley. I'll just direct you over to Duck Zorly's channel. He did a video on the GUI interface for Courseplay. That's actually where I learned about it. Was watching the video that he published. I think we got crop destruction on, so we're going to try not to drive on things. His channel is in the... His channel should be at the bottom of the description. And it's going to be one of the most recent videos that he's published. Should I say one of the more recent videos. There we go, we'll just do that. There we go, Darren. Thanks for that. Let me go back to the spreadsheet and I'll tell you what I've got going on here. So, according to the contract sheet, the bank will pay me $2,800 to plow field 2, which I already did, and $3,200 to plow field 10, which is what we're doing here. Not a bad way to pick up about $5,000. The BGA's got some other tractors. They've got a T8 and a T7 New Holland, and I was going to use one of those, but they've got gearbox on them, and I didn't really feel like trying to figure out the deal with gearbox. Even in auto mode, it seemed like it was wanting to shift like every 3 seconds. So, and I hate this thing. Wiggle worm, and then it's, I don't know if it's MR that's making the thing turn so slow. Just doesn't want to seem to respond. I tried that, all it did was bring up the menu. Shift turns it off. Shift what? Maybe this tractor doesn't have it at all. I don't know. This one didn't seem to have it, so I was just yeah, if I didn't have if I had something bigger than the Kuhn Culti plow, I'd have just brought my own tractor over and did it, because I'd have been here for like an extra hour and a half probably just using it. So we'll make do. I actually like the new Courseplay interface, because you can make little changes to the course and regenerate it a whole lot easier than with the old interface. So it really helps you you know, try out and visually see what the different courses are going to look like, because you know the differences between a successful course and a problematic course can often be as simple as the number of headlands you start with, or maybe even the starting direction. So being able to make little tweaks to that is pretty cool, and you don't have to constantly pick the field every time. On the other interface, you had to pick the right field and then make your settings and generate the course. And if you didn't like it, you basically had to pick the right field again and change other things. So I kind of like the new interface when it comes to trying to try out new courses or set up a course that you hadn't set up before on a field. So my farm is over here in the upper right. So I own fields 40, 41, 42, 43, 47, and 48. So on the Italia map, we started with 4 fields, but on this map we started with 6. There is a field lottery that we're going to do in autumn, I think. There are 6 fields up for auction, and one of the fields is field 36. So that was the only field that was close to my farm, so that's the one I'm put a bid on. So I saw today the Peter J. Massey Ferguson pack that came out last week. Today got a script add-on that apparently enabled dynamic hoses, IC controls, and something else. Maybe gearbox or something else, I forget. It was one of those other make your life more of a pain in the butt mods. Yeah, Duck Zorly. That's when I say duck. That's the one I'm meaning. Just trying to get some space here so this thing, I can turn this giant behemoth around. Saw another map. I forget the name of it. Came out beta. Took a quick look around earlier, and it looks pretty good. Probably have a video for that one out next Tuesday. I saw you start out with 4 or 5 fields right around the farm, but then there's another batch of fields kind of to the east. They're all fairly medium-sized fields. I think the largest field is something like 8 hectares or something. I think there's maybe one that's like 6, one that's 7, and one that's 8-ish. I need to look at that. I didn't think, when I was looking, I didn't see grass fields by the animal farms. So I'm wondering if this map has that different different difficulty levels have different fields. I don't know what's River Valley map. I don't know what that is. What difficulty level were you doing that on, Raznik? It also looked like, okay, hard. It also looked like, because I just bought one animal of each just to see. And it looked like I was getting charged $600 for animal delivery. Whereas I thought the normal charge was like $200. So I'm wondering if the map has increased the cost on animal delivery. Oh, it's okay. Okay, Roy. If I wouldn't been able to edit it, I'd have just posted in the Discord what I've done. Yeah, Roy, I thought I'd plow 2 and whatever this one is, 10? 10. If I've got edit permission, I'll edit that once I get started on this long stretch. So I'll need to check and see on that new map if maybe there are different difficulty levels, different starting equipment. Because the map looked like it started with it didn't have too many. Deep breath. Didn't look like it had a lot of starting equipment, which I'm gonna have to fire it up in different difficulty levels just to see. Alright, let's go over here. Let's refresh. Alright. File field 2. I used all field 10. Done. Guess I should say in progress. Because technically field 10 is not done plowed yet. Alright, there we go. Well, he probably released it on Facebook, and since I don't have Facebook, I don't follow anybody, so no, I don't have access to it. I didn't know where it was. Yeah, I knew the starting equipment was fairly limited on the hard mode. Stop. Stop before you go crazy. So now I can go in, that's, on the next run, I'll go into the spreadsheet and I'll put in my field ownerships. So we've got a tab where where it lists the sizes of each field and who owns each field. I'll go fill out my portion of that here soon. Fill those out. Pull up the PDA so I can see my field numbers. Owned field's 40. 40 is just a half hectare, 0.55. 41 is 1.27. 42 is 0.3. Sure that's 4 is 1.4, then 47 and 40. Yep. The chat back up. Why did we change to Germantown, Maddie? We changed because Clover Creek was just crashing on us for reasons we couldn't really figure out. And I really wasn't in too much of a mood to fight a map for days or weeks trying to figure out why it was crashing and basically try to fix it. What would happen is we'd be playing on it for an hour to a couple hours, and then the map would just start spewing Lua errors that related to animated pedestrians and animals. And the map has animated animals, like cows that, you know, just deco cows that are animated. But the map does not have animated people walking around. So why it started spewing errors about the pedestrian Lua or whatever, and it would spew all kinds of other errors for no apparent reason. We also found that the triggers on the doors to the barns worked in single player mode, but they didn't work in multiplayer mode. And the information screens on the fermenters did not work in multiplayer mode, but they worked in single player mode. So there was just more going on with the map than I really felt like messing with. Okay, yeah. So we went from Clover Creek to Germantown on the multiplayer server that I'm running. That's the multiplayer server that SimAddict and Delta Bravo is also on. This multiplayer, which is not a server that I am running, but just a server I'm participating in. We moved from the Italia map because a couple guys... So we've got 6 guys on this map, and I think 2 of them planted, well, more planted than 2. Let's say 4 of them planted wheat. Let's say they all planted wheat on the same game day, or basically in early spring. Okay, all within the proper temperature range and all of that. 2 of the guys' wheat fields were ready to harvest, and I helped one of them harvest that field. Whereas the other 2 guys, their wheat fields were at like 28% growth, or something like that. So a couple of the wheat fields never really grew, even though they were planted at the same general time frame as the other wheat fields that were ready to harvest. So general decision was that maybe some of those fields were messed up for some reason. Maybe the save game got messed up, or something else. I mean, my fields, I plowed them, and then I came in one day to do something, and I noticed the fields needed plowed again. So I even had some issues early on, but I had attributed it to the guy shutting the map down and updating a mod, or adding a couple mods, and maybe for some reason autosave didn't kick in or something. So the decision was made to move over here to the Valley of the Old Farm, which is fine. So it's another map that easily works with multiple people. Okay, thanks for checking it out. Like I said, I was in there for maybe about 15 minutes, just looking around. So did Duck's video did Duck's video help you out there? And then we're doing 18-day seasons this time around, whereas the Italia map had 9-day seasons, maybe. Hey, BM Tractor, what's up? Well, right now I'm using the BGA equipment. because we're working on a contract for the BGA. Although I don't think you're going to be liking what I got at the farm. I don't know, you might. Hey, Lazy Emu, what's up? Gonna finish off this little triangle here, and then we'll do the last few passes on the long straight. We'll put our stuff away, and then we're going to jump over to our farm, like I said, and put in some sunflowers. Like I said, I'm probably using this plow completely wrong, but I'm not really caring about it. Not a big fan of these plows anyway. I don't know, you may like what I got down at the other farm. I kind of like it, but of course I probably would because I bought it. I don't know what that is. I'm just gonna call you Tim because that's easier. I don't know what that is, Tim. What's whatever that is an option. Yeah, it would be nice to have multi-terrain on here because the the zebra, no, not the zebra, but the zipper pattern here is a little yeah, it's a little much, right? Oh, okay. I don't think I know what that... I don't think I've seen that map. Name doesn't ring a bell. Oh, where is it at? I don't recall seeing it in my normal normal perusal. Smarty pants. Smarty pants. I saw your video posted over at PCSG. I haven't had a chance to look at it. I need to figure out if I'm a subscriber to your channel, Darren, so I can watch it that way. Alright. Check you later, Maddie. Check. Should be. Yeah, we can plant sunflowers now. Thought we should be able to, but then I thought I better check before I go and mess things up. So again, with this particular map, what we did was everybody started out with 2.5 million, and we were responsible for picking 6 fields and buying them with our money, and then buying our farm equipment with our 2.5 million. See, I am at 1.3 million now, and I've got pretty much everything I feel I need. So I'm sitting pretty good as far as money-wise goes. Didn't need to work these fields down to BGA, but thought I'd put a little bit of effort into helping out the BGA, because what we're going to do is after these fields get plowed and cultivated, I assume there's going to be a contract out to put plant corn on all these, and then also put out spray fertilizer on them as is needed. And then come harvest time, we're going to have contracts to run the forage wagon and or run the forage harvester, and probably cart the chaff and compact the chaff and all of that. Stuck. Never good when you hold the accelerator down and nothing happens. Well, at least you have sound, Darren. There's been some videos that I've recorded that had no sound because I left the mic muted. Well, that's interesting. I think we broke the tractor. That's probably going to be coming out of my paycheck. It is. This is the T9. The in-game T9. Roy's coming in. Here we go. Uh-oh. That's what happens when if somebody jumps in while you're not focused on the game, you'll lose your volume. So when we get here to the end of the road, we're going to have to see if we can't get this 3-point hitch fixed. It's broke. Maybe it'll look better for somebody else. It's like 2 more passes, and we'll be done this field. It is. It's completely broken. I do believe they're going to take that on my paycheck. I just don't think so. I think this is the in-game T9. Let's see. I think it's the in-game T9. You don't have... Here it is. It's just the in-game T9. I think it's going to need a little more than my tools to fix that. I think it's going to need a whole linkage. I think that whole thing's going to need to be cut out and a whole new one put in. These parts are all over the place. One more pass, and then we're going to go down to the farm. Check out my place. We got 2.1 hours. Alright, last pass. I'll go ahead and mark this job as complete. Close out the spreadsheet. Here we are. Then we'll go put this stuff away. And depending on what jobs need to be done later, maybe this weekend, I'll come in and do some more BGA work. I'm going to use the same strategy as I had on the Italia map. We're just going to do row crops in sunflowers and corn. But we're not going to chaff the corn. We're going to do we're just going to grain the corn, I guess. It's a conventional harvester. Learned I can't fold it unless it's on this side. Alright. Let's head back to the BGA. Oh, there's a whole strip we missed. Better double back. Can't leave a job unfinished. I could blame Sean. I think Sean did a contract job before me, so I'll blame him. So I got video evidence that it was messed up before I got it. People get on me about never turning on the beacons, so I better turn them on. How do I get back to the day? I guess I gotta go this way. Here we got one of our farms. Got a nice little sign here. They've been putting manure down. I think that's Roy's farm. Yeah, when I drove tractors, beacons weren't a thing. Let's see, what's this read? 27,000 pounds. Alright, so the plow is over here. The cultivator. Let's see how bad we back this thing up. Pretty bad. I blame the wiggle worm tractor. It's good enough. Still janked. I didn't really drive around, I just jumped around. So, no, I didn't find any mud holes. And this is where... So, there we are. Interesting color. See, I was going to use this one, but it had the gearbox doohickey on it. All right, so here we are at my farm. Got the Fendt 900 again. This time it's in red. I think I need to put some fertilizer down. Got a Red Rock trailer. Got our fun and old, whatever that is, harvester. Changed up the color scheme a little bit. Got a different seeder than last time. Matching forks, and we got the cool bag lifter. This thing is pretty neat. And we got ourselves a trailer and some bags of seed and fertilizer. Obviously accidentally knocked some of them over. And we got our silo. That's our farm. Pretty plain, pretty simple, and I do get a basketball hoop. Let's see. Can I make it? No. Air ball. Let's see, do we need these fertilized? Let's take a look. That has fertilizer in it. I was real happy to get this little farm. seed. Let's go ahead and put our fertilizer in here. And we got a nice sign out front. I don't know why you don't want to pull up more, but anyway. Take a look at the sign out front. Nice sign. Let's get to planting. Never tried to get to my fields from over here, but let's see if we can't around here. Well, I guess technically I shouldn't be driving through here, but oh well. All right, we got 2 fields of grass that we're going to leave as grass, and what we're going to do is we're going to basically I've put out an offer to basically profit share on if somebody wants my grass, they can have it. I just want a cut of the you know, a cut of the grass, if you will. So we're going to leave those 2 fields grass. And then we're going to put, I guess we're going to put corn in 41 and 43, the 2 bigger fields. And then we'll put sowed flowers in 42 and 40. So on the Italia map, we used the coon seeder, and this time around I decided to use the in-game Vanderstand seeder. I didn't realize I had seed and fertilizer that close to the farm. But those bags will be cheaper than those fill points anyway. I kind of am going for kind of a red color scheme, I guess. Other than the harvester. And that gets me fertilized. Looks like it does. Roy. Thought he was coming around. He's down working on his field, okay. He's over there. Can't really see him. Putting out manure. We don't have too big of fields here, but these will work. I didn't want to go with too big of fields because I didn't know what type of time commitment I could put into this. This side, and now this end of the field, the ground drops off pretty good at the edge of the field. So we're gonna need to probably gonna need to be rather careful over here. Would hate to roll a tractor. Oh, you can see, oh my, it just drops off. Not a spot where you want to have lag happen. Find yourself stuck down there in the vents. I'm gonna put a couple passes over here. Oh, there goes Roy getting another load of manure. All right. See, look, our 3-point hitch isn't broke. It looks nice. I really do like this tractor. Like the 800 series too. When I was going to do a series on Slovak Village, I was going to do a Fent favorite series. I've got a bunch of these. I got some 300s. I got the 800, the 900, and I think maybe there's some 700s in there. Let's see here. Let me put on my track IR real quick. All right, let's try to see. That opens the door. Opens that. I don't see anything. Does I guess this one doesn't do the cab suspension. But I have seen ones that do, where the little guy hops up and down. Oh, it was down the whole time. I didn't know how much seed we were going to need, but at this rate, I've got enough seed to last me till next year. Has anyone used that bag lifter from over at FS UK? That thing's pretty sweet. Yeah, all the in-game stuff is MR'd. The tractor is, yeah. Ah, thanks for the sub there, Billy. We're not going to harvest. No, it's only mid-spring. There's nothing to harvest. We're running 18-day seasons, so there probably won't be anything to harvest for another... we're doing 2x speed, so that's 9 days per 18-day season. So we got to go through all of summer and probably part of autumn. Probably won't be doing any harvesting, probably for on this map for probably around the middle of May. Around May 10th, maybe. We may be helping other folks out with harvest sooner than that, but with seasons, we're obviously not going to have anything to harvest for quite a while. Not on this map. I've got the Vanderstan pack over at Emerald Coast, but not on this one. That seed, that is that field? How you doing, DJ Merlin? Oh, there's Roy right there. Man, look at that old manure spreader. That is some old poo slinging there. All right. So we're going to put sunflowers in our two smaller fields, and we're going to put corn in the bigger one. He's got that little Fiat. We'll have to take a look at some of the. Maybe we'll drive around the map later and look at some of the farms, because this field obviously isn't going to take long to seed. Fiat's horn doesn't work. That's funny. Headland over here. I thought the first version was pretty nice. The second, I updated it to the new version, and the first I tried to use one of the cultivators and one of the seeder or the fertilizer things, and for some reason it was throwing me some Lua errors when I had that little fertilizer module on. So I took that off, and the errors went away. To be honest, I hadn't had much time to mess with it beyond trying to use it once or twice at this point. But I did like the first version that was out. Where is the Vanderstan factory? pull this up. Let's flip this 90 degrees. What's up yet? Nope. And we'll just do it this way now. Of course. That would make complete sense. If you look at the PDA here, we can see where all the dots are. We can pretty much figure out where folks' farms are at. Operating hours for sell points. What do you? Oh, you mean yeah. Talking about the new map. Stuff's closed. Well, that's no problem. I figured it out. Oh, sorry about that. Good. Thought I lowered it too late, but it took. Around here. I bet it would be. It's always fun to you know, to check out big factory or big production operations, and see how things get done. Look at that. Now these are the two small fields, but we've only used 10% of our seed. Well, I'm very happy with this farm. I'm glad I actually have a nice house this time around. You remember on the Italian map I had the condemned house from who knows what horror movie. I get a nice house with a garage, barn that magically makes hay, straw, and grass disappear. Few quick passes, and then we will we'll go drive around the map and check out the other guys' farms, see what kind of equipment they've spent their money on. Got a feeling that I've bought the least amount of equipment based on the number of dots I'm seeing. Should also try to fertilize the grass field, but looks like it won't take. Yeah, it seems to work good for the most part. I've got a guy over on my server that's having some issues with it. Keeps getting errors that relate to the tablet not being able to find a file that should be getting written to his farm sim folder, but for some reason it's not. And the byproduct is that every time he comes into game, his apps are missing. Because that XML file that it's looking for is basically where the tablet stores the information as to what apps have been bought. Since it can't write, then every time he comes in, it's as if he's never bought any apps. But if we look here, so I should buy that one. So I should buy this one too. Then I need to go in here. So, oh my, James has only got 347,000. And Aiden, no, this is Sean. Sean's only got 240,000. Wayne's not bought anything yet. He's at 2.4 million still. What we need to do is we need to go in here and need to claim our apps that we just bought. Where we go in and we assign our farms and whatnot. Here I can see money that's been sent to me. And I don't have anything in my silo. Alright. Turn that off. Put this away. Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to fertilize that, but we'll try. Even got a little mud hole. Front. Growing sunflower. Let's just check real quick. If I don't check now, I'm gonna need to check later. Yeah, I put the first layer of fertilizer on in the middle of the night. That was fun. Trying to fertilize in the dark. Let's see here. Oh, okay, you'll take. I might as well give these two grass fields a shot of fertilizer. Should get them to 3 stages, and then we won't have to worry about fertilizing them anymore. It is relaxing, and yeah, I find myself just getting lost sometimes when I'm in here. Or when I'm playing, and before I know it, 3-4 hours have passed. Oh, stop it, stop it, stop it. Stop, stop, stop. Come on. That is difficult, to say the least. Not sure what's causing the lag there. It was good earlier. Good for almost the whole stream. I thought I may have missed part of that field. Oh, into the tree. That kind of lag is when you don't want to be around a bridge, or you find yourself driving off the bridge. That happened to me on the Italia map. My gosh, 16 hours. I think I would have figured out that I was starving, or I had to go to the bathroom after that. Before 16 hours would have come. That's literally all day. Feel a little gypped. It's in a patch of grass there. Ah, so you're one of those grazers while you're playing, where you just graze on stuff. Oh, bit. Alright, now we'll go tour the map. Check out other guys' farms. There's my multi-plow back there. That's what I used to plow the fields with. Nice, cheap, doesn't require a lot of horsepower. Oh. I was going to get a screenshot of that for my thumbnail for I can't get rid of the HUD. Just grab that. See if I can't make a thumbnail out of that for the next stream. Yeah, Roy did that for me. You're gonna see when we get around to all these farms. Let's go this way. You're gonna see when we get to these farms that everybody's got their own sign. Just ride around in cab a little bit. Here comes our first co-player, our map mate. Got a pretty big farm there. is Wayne Manor. I guess Wayne Manor is in here. Right? Didn't we say Wayne didn't buy anything yet? Wayne's not been in yet to buy his stuff. There's Aiden Akers. It's his sign. Go check out his stuff. Got a nice garage. Big house. Big horse seeder. They have his own plow. Got himself the service trailer. Big case Magnum tractor, his silo, and a big case harvester. Goskin trailer. Looks to be about what he's got. Right. Let's head on back. Out of the way. Go check somebody else out. So that's 2 of the 5 other guys. That's the shop. Oh, stop. So we need to go south. Right. This way. Guess go around this way. Then we'll go this way, and this should take us down to the pig farm. And it looks like the pig farm is the next next player's farm. So we turned traffic off because one of the guys was thinking that that the lag was worse when traffic was on screen. Let's see, whose farm is this? We've already seen this one, right? That's Roy's farm. He's the one spreading poo. Carrot slurry spreader. Some pig food, some liquid fertilizer. Ah, nice case 1455. Love that little thing. Straw bales. Ah, the International TransStar. Animal trailer. Whoa, what's going on? DoughBoy. Service thing in there. There's his Fiat. He was driving around. Now he's got a LTZ. Or a spreader. That's one of the new Massies, right? 300 pack. He's got himself a lot of stuff. Oh, I took his sign down. Ran into it. Let's go. Hey, Gunslinger, what's up? We're just taking a little tour of the map before we turn in for the evening. Gonna head down here to the cow farm. James's farm. Has cows. This is the rear start point. This tablet charging station. I think he's got his big old Steiger down here. Oh. Pigs. Pigs are dirty. They need some clean. Fast track with some coon stuff. Or tedder. Old case 1660 harvester. Header trailer. Ah, we got the beast of a wheel loader. Trailer. Lots of seed and fertilizer down here. A spreader. Yeah, he's got, well, it is his server. So I guess he has squatter rights on getting the farm that he wants, right? Milk tank. Stop milk sale. Hayloft in here. Ah, another Transstar. This is a nice color. I like this straight truck. John Deere 7810 with the bag lifter. Old rundown Keenan mixer wagon. All right, one more. We'll drive back to the farm. Back out. This way. And head down the road. So guys, are you all playing the Valley of the Old Farm? Did you play it before the update? Played it after the update? I guess James probably owns this big grass field. Some random junk in that building, huh? Oh, that's a bright sign. Here we are. Awkward Goat Studios. This is Sean's farm. Shane. Always gonna get those names wrong, probably. What we got over here? Oh look, he gets a sign coming and going. Pick up. Am I the only one without a Transstar? The Sammy Fortis. TG 285. Now that's a New Holland mod. Massey square baler. Vanderstand seeders. Massey trailer. Culti plow. Fertilizer. There's silo. Oh, we did move. Roy moved the sheep over here to this area. Gosh, what is that thing? Oh, it's an old Doots. Did you just knock me around, sheep? See the water plane there. Maybe they're out of water. Low on water. You use a little cleaning up there. That's the farms everybody's got. I'm fairly happy with my little old side of the woods. Let's go back this way. Let's try to stay on the road. Hey, Tiger Man, what's up? Did you get your seeding done? Guess this is going to swing us down by the BGA again. Look, before you cross the road, buddy. As bad as the college students stomp on across the road. It's Peace and Joy Acres. The Italia map, it had some issues, British Farmer, where the some of the fields weren't growing properly. Some guys had planted wheat in early spring, and by mid-autumn, the wheat hadn't really grown past the second stage. L10N errors typically are an entry missing in the mod desk. If you look in the mod desk of the mod or the map, you'll probably see some L10N entries. There must be a missing entry there, or an entry with some bad, maybe incorrect syntax. Sweet. I could use the extra cash. They decided to come over here to the Valley of the Old Farm and give this one a try. And we're back. Oh, but I do get a pole light on my sign. My sign's lit up at night. I don't think too many of the other guys' signs are lit up at night. Does it have a lot of area for multiple farms, Tiger Man? What we're going to do is we're going to park our tractor in here. And we're going to call it a stream. I want to thank you guys for coming out and watching. Tomorrow, the plan is to be over on Emerald Coast to do some more farming over there. Now, we talked yesterday on Emerald Coast about the cool new feature that's going to be added to the map that currently is going through some, some issues with getting implemented, since this is the first map that it's been implemented on. But hopefully those issues will be worked out before the stream tomorrow. Where'd my basketball go? I haven't really heard that it has or hasn't been worked out. We'll just hold out hope, and if it is, then we can show that off. That'll be fun and cool. For those that haven't heard, Emerald Coast will have the ability for cows and sheep to feed themselves grass. You won't have to feed them grass in midwinter or in mid-spring through late autumn. They'll basically be able to get their own grass from the grass that's growing in their pasture area. Did you pick up? So that's pretty cool. I'll just leave it. So it seems like you know, it's something that's been talked about for quite a bit. This is annoying. Talked about quite a bit on by a bunch of folks as to why do we have to feed our cows and sheep grass. Well, if it gets implemented, then you won't have to on Emerald Coast, because they'll eat it themselves. So excited to hopefully be able to show that off tomorrow. Like I said, I haven't heard if that's been corrected or not. Maybe it'll get corrected between now and tomorrow. If not, we'll just do some more farming. It's summertime over there now, so we've got some grass to mow. So until next time, guys, happy farming.